Well, Trae came in.
Oh my gosh!
People with his dribble.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Micai, the Fly Guy. Back at you with another reaction video, man. All right, so today we're going to be reacting to why Trae Young is banned from the All-Star game.
Trae Young just made history by not making the All-Star team. It's just the second time ever a guy with 27 points, 11 dimes, 55% true shooting missed out. The only other time, also Trae Young last year. But here's a crazier stat. These are the NBA leaders in order going on. Does anyone stand out? What is going on? Bad defense? No, Damian Lillard's a starter. Being on a mediocre team? Oh, the Lakers have 2 All-Stars. No, this All-Star ban has a much darker reason than that. Trae's teams have been bad before. He was an All-Star in 2020
I think they was talking about trading him.
In 12th place and last place. This season, the Hawks are in 10th. Arguably Trae's best year ever, averaging 27 points and a career-high 11 assists. He's actually a sneaky bad shooter, but 37% from 3 this year. And he has created more
look, y'all got to think about it like this. He's averaging 27-30, but he's also on one of the worst teams, you feel me? But I have been hearing that they trying to trade him, and they said that he might go to the Spurs with Victor, bro. Hey, look, rumors, bro.
With his passing than any player in the league. That's why it was a shock when All-Star was announced. Hallie, Dame, Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid start. Bam, Paolo, Jaylen Brown and Brunson, Spida, Maxey, and Julius Randle off the bench. What does Trae have to do?
Bro,
now,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He been averaging 10, 11 assists this season, bro. That's insane.
Still make it as an injury replacement. Both Embiid and Randall are out. But last year, Trae was so offended by not making All-Star in Atlanta, he said he'd refuse an injury replacement. Commissioner Adam Silver personally picks the replacements, and James Harden said the same thing last season. But by the time he changed his mind, Silver already picked Anthony Edwards.
Because look, bro, you got to think about it, bro. When you're that good, bro, and like they try to make it seem like, oh, we just gonna use you if somebody get hurt. Like, nah, bro. Like, do you know who I am? Like, nah, bro. I feel where they coming from, bro.
Pascal Siakam, but there's no guarantee Trae even makes that. Other snubs this year,
they doing them dirty this year.
See the full list, but the only guys Trae has to beat out are Derek White and Kristaps Porzingis, Scotty Barnes, Jarrett Allen, and Miles Turner. You would think Trae wins this, but there's a good reason he might not. Just look at how All-Stars are. Starters are chosen with 50% fan vote and 25% from players and media. Trae was voted the #2 guard among fans, a super popular guy behind only Tyrese Halliburton. But he was #6 among players. Players like other guys better, like Hallie, Maxey, Brunson, Dame, and Spida. And he was 6 for media.
That's insane,
behind
bro.
Hallie, Brunson, Spida, Maxey, and Dame. So Trae just missed out as a starter. That left it to the coaches. The NBA lets every coach vote on who should be All-Star reserves. They pick 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt, and 2 regardless of position. We can only guess they picked Jalen Brunson and Maxey in the backcourt, Bam, Paolo, and Jaylen Brown in the frontcourt, and Randall plus Spida as wildcards. This completely tracks with how other voting went. So voting proves, while the fans respect Trae, the players, coaches, and media do not.
Bro, that's crazy, because I feel like Trae is the type of player, like, he could go to any team and still be the #1 player, bro. Any team. I mean, obviously, you know, besides Golden State and the Lakers, bro, he could really go to any other team and be the #1, bro.
More proof. Just look at the 2023 results. Players voted him 12th among guards, or 2021, 11th. Or the Athletics Anonymous Player Poll, where the most overrated player was
that's wild.
They won't say this out in the open, but behind the scenes, they all think he is overrated. Why? Well, Trae came in.
Oh my gosh!
People with his dribble. He's also one of those guys who draws fouls and exaggerates contact, which is frustrating to defend against.
I want he go to that.
His own teammates have negative things to say. In 2021, John Collins confronted Trae in the locker room. The Athletic reported Collins raised several issues about the way the Hawks were functioning with Young at the helm, and expressed a desire for more ball involvement and flow on offense.
Yeah.
Recently,
look, bro, he might average 11 assists, but bro, he be taking some crazy shots, Lep. I be watching the game.
Dejounte Murray. Come ask every player on this team this year and last year, are they happy? This is the difference between fans and players. Fans see a bunch of assists and assume it means your teammates are happy. But players say not all assists are created.
Trying to tell you.
For years, James Harden has been top 10 in assists. Some were his prime years for being an ISO-dominant one-man team. It was all about him. So players see Young as another James Harden and don't respect his game. But the coaches are what actually matters. I mean, they're the ones picking the All-Stars off the bench. And coaches' beef with Trae goes back to an incident 3 years ago. But first, all you need to know on how they see Trae's game was recently said by Doc Rivers.
Trae at the end of a game, you don't want to be in a one-point game when that dude's on the floor with the ball, because he's capable of making shots. But the defense from him
atrocious,
is poor, and you have to do both ends if you want to win in this league.
And coaches who vote on All-Star, Doc, Tom Thibodeau, and Nick Nurse, who are defense first, Eric Spoelstra, who easily shut Trae down in the playoffs.
Hey, look, bro.
Others
that's literally a setup, bro. That's literally a setup, bro. NBA knew what they was doing.
Personal beef. Trae had just averaged 30 points as an All-Star starter in the NBA, but wasn't named to the 44-man Team USA roster. I mean, you think not making the 12-man All-Star is bad? 44? So he went on ESPN and openly admitted to being disappointed.
I was kind of hurt that I didn't make the 44 players, and
I would too.
Felt like I deserved to be on that list.
Scoring 30 points per game, bro. I better be on that team.
But his own coach on the Hawks was asked if it was hard to see Trae left off. He said, no, because honestly, I respect the league. I respect the levels and layers you have to go through. Harrison Barnes, Mason Plumlee, those guys have done it. Mason
That's disrespectful,
Plumlee,
bro.
over an all-star starter. So Lloyd Pierce got fired in the middle of the next season. Trae's hurt feelings were a big reason why, but I have never seen a response to a fired coach like this. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle said, I heard about the dismissal of Lloyd Pierce in Atlanta. This is a shocking development to all of us in the coaching world. Greg Popovich, a sad day to have somebody lose a job like that. He's the type of guy you can build a culture around. And the culture in Atlanta? Coaches blame Trae. Then Nate McMillan got fired after a beef with Trae. These coaches really hate this man. But the one way to reverse all of this is winning. 4 years, Devin Booker was seen as
bro, he needs some help, bro. DeJounte Murray is not helping, bro.
Booker is often seen as a no-defense, shot-jacking, empty stat hunting young player who cares more about his own numbers than actually trying to win. Does that sound familiar? Then he made it in 2020 and 21 as a rookie, but now he has made it every healthy year. When Chris Paul became his son, it hurt Book's numbers, but it helped winning. So you have to wonder if that's even possible in Atlanta. They have tried so many paths to win with Trae. Nothing has worked. And you know Trae takes this personally. Just look at the Team USA stuff. So if he can't win in Atlanta, then try somewhere else. Trae Young would likely welcome a trade to Los Angeles at any time.
Yo, that would be him.
Suggested that Young's
would be him, bro.
To pairing Young with Victor Wembanyama.
That's, bro, I told y'all.
Just anonymous reports for now. But don't be surprised if an actual trade demand from Trae comes, because this disrespect.
Yo, I will watch
nowhere.
that, bro.
But one guy who is definitely not at All-Star is Joel Embiid. He is down with an injury for the foreseeable future, and everyone blamed the 65-game rule. But in reality, the real reason he got injured is a lot darker than that.
Alright, man. If y'all enjoyed today's reaction video, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what other video y'all want me to react to. Alright, peace. Yo, you still here? Make sure you go watch these 2 videos. What are you doing?